Hello, my name is Regina Miller, and I want to talk to you about a moment when I felt in my salon career that I was scammed. A young lady came into the salon and she wanted color. And we talked about the color, we talked about how much it would cost, we talked about um, like a consultation. I looked at her hair and I evaluated. I told her it was like two or three steps that I would have to do to make it what she wanted. She seemed a little off, and normally when people are a little off, I would absolutely not service them. But this young lady, she was kind of like off, but then on. You understand what I'm saying? So my mind was like, okay, this is a little off, but it could be a little right because some people just may not be having the best of days. So everything went well with the appointment. She got her color. Her hair was a little not as soft as I would have wanted it to be, kind of like 40% brittle when she walked in the door, and then when she walked out, it was probably like 10% brittle with the steps that I had to take and the color service and thus forth, and the style. The style was simple because of the two to four steps that I had to take. I suggested a roller set, just something light, nothing too much, And so she was happy. We took the before and after pictures. I asked them would they like, are they comfortable with that service, the before and after pictures. She was like yes. And sometimes I do that because when I do feel that a customer's a little off, that is security for us because you just never know how it would turn. And then I asked also, could I record the waiver, meaning that I read out the waiver to her and she agreed and also signed. And the waiver was basically in the condition of her hair, she wanted me to basically fix it. And she was okay with me fixing it how it was in the state that it was in. God forbid something would not be satisfying to her. She gave me consent to move forward because, like I said, it was 50% brittle. Okay, so I was satisfied with the ending results. I was very satisfied. And so she seemed to be very satisfied, smiling, happy, all of the things. So I believe her appointment was $275, somewhere in there. Um, then I get my bank calling me and saying that um, the person is, doing a dispute about the charge. And I was like, hmm, I wonder. And then I looked at the 275 and I said, okay, this is the client that I was a little skeptical about. And so, I'm trying to reach out to the client, call the client. She's never answering the phone or anything like that. Long story short, thank God I bank with a good bank, and I had my uh, proof and my evidence that this was what it was, and I also added the cost 275 in that verbal video. And the reason why I did that was because I was feeling a little off. You got to protect yourself, and I'm saying this to for somebody who might just need to do this as well when you feel a little off about a customer. So in me doing so, I was able to keep the 275 that she was trying to dispute. Why? Because I did the service. I did the work. I don't understand why someone would try to get a refund in the background after getting the service. To me, that is called scamming. But you have to know your banking system and you have to protect yourself out here. But not all people are like this, but you will have a few rotten apples in the bunch, and you need to be aware instead of so happy to do somebody hair. Okay, so I hope that this story helps someone on how to protect yourself as the hairstylist in the long run when you're having high cost services being done. My name is Regina Miller. Again, thank you for listening to this salon talk. I hope that it helps you out as much as it was a pleasure of me telling you.